Are you or someone you know into an interracial relationship? And if so, what are the pros and the cons? And what are some of the things that some of your own family members and even your own friends have to say about your relationship? Welcome to another Jamaica Vibes Entertainment TV video. And in this video we go explore the interracial relationship, whether it's a black man, a white woman, a black woman, a white man, regardless of what order it's in, and see what some people have to say about this situation or this lifestyle, because you're going to have some people that agree with it and some people who are not going to be in agreement with it, whether of religion or your cultural ways that you was brought up. But some people will have something to say. So let's take a listen and see and hear what some of these people have to say.
Racial relationships real quick. Okay?
Debunk it for us, baby.
Let me debunk it.
Give us the cold hard truth.
I got you right here. So, sometimes we receive some negative comments about interracial relationships, which is
Occasionally.
fine. Which is fine because everybody has an opinion. Don't bother me none, okay? And it don't bother him either.
No.
Whatever. Everybody has an opinion.
But you can have an opinion.
Yeah, so what? But a lot of the times we see comments from people saying they don't like interracial relationships because it makes the black person feel like they have to act white in that relationship.
Do you feel that way?
Let me be honest. I'm going to be honest.
Please,
if we're going to be honest, I'm going to be honest.
Be honest.
So, I grew up in a predominantly white school, so I know how to code switch very well. If you don't know what code switching is, just research it. Quick Google search. There's a bunch of videos of people doing it. So yeah, I know how to code switch very well. So when I got with him, now before I got with Eric, I wasn't code switching with him, around him, none of that. But when I got with him, I was like, okay, so he's used to like white women. So now I have to like I have to be a little different now. I have to like tone myself down.
But I never asked you to do that.
He never asked me that.
I actually did. I didn't want that.
No. And you let me know that one day. You were like, hey, I want you to be Brittany. I want a black woman. I want you to be black. Like, you don't have to feel like you have to be anything other than yourself. I love you. I want you to act like you. I want you to wear your hair like you. I want you to dress like you. I want you to wear your nails like you. I love your long nails. I love your big hair. I love you. I love all of that. And I want you to be that. And that was so freeing for me. Like, oh, wait, yeah. Like, he's not expecting me to be anything else. Like, I was wrong in my assumption. It was absolutely an assumption that I had to be anything other than myself. And he nipped that in the bud fast. So thank you for that.
You're welcome, babe.
So yeah, I just want to debunk that myth.
If you're in a relationship with anybody, whether it's somebody of a different race or whether it's somebody in your same race, you want to be able to be yourself.
Be with somebody,
right?
You could be yourself.
Yeah, you want to be able to express your own personality and have your own thoughts and opinions and have that stuff celebrated, right?
Yes.
So you don't want to be in a relationship where you feel like the other person is mandating that you be somebody that you're not, somebody that the Lord didn't create you to be. So all of that to say, I fell in love with you and I wanted you.
You wanted me.
Yeah, I didn't fall in love with you to change you. I fell in love with you because I wanted to be with you. Period.
Be with you too.
Period. So yeah, so maybe, I don't know if there's anybody out there who looks at some interracial couples with the side eye because you're like, if it's a black woman with a white man, you're like, she's probably trying to be white, or he's trying to make her white, or even vice versa, right? I mean, you find that like, that white guy, he's trying to be black, or, however it goes, whatever it is, that's not always the case.
No, it's not always the case.
So with us, I think we're just who we are. I'm glad you're you. That's who I wanted you to be. It was just you.
Period.
Brown nose.
I'm doing better with that. I got a better powder.
So as we can see, these two couples, I guess they're making their relationship work for them. But at the end of the day, it's still a learning process, because two people coming from two different backgrounds and two different culture has to learn how to bridge that gap, so each of them could learn what they need to learn about each other in moving forward. And let me share this with y'all. Did you know in 1664 the colony of Maryland passed one of the first anti-intermarriage laws, specifically banning marriages between white women and black slaves? Yes, in 1664, that's what was going on in the colony of Maryland. Now, in the state of Virginia, in 1691, Virginia banned all interracial marriages involving white people. The law required that any white person who married a black or indigenous person, whether enslaved or free, be banished from that colony. So as you can see, at that time, it was real serious. It was real serious as far as interracial marriages is concerned. So that is something we do have to take note with, and I just wanted to point that out to you, my viewers and subscribers. But leave a comment and let me know what you think in the comment section about this piece. Then let's hop into the next clipping.
I just wanted to ask you a question. Come around here. Come right here. What is it like to date a black girl? Am I the first black girl you ever been with?
That I dated, yeah.
And we've been together.
Know what I mean.
Shut up. Okay, and how long we been together?
Over 2 years.
Okay. And what has that been like for you?
I got a little culture now.
You do?
Yeah, I got a little culture.
So what is it like dating a black girl?
It's good. It's really good.
It's
healthy.
Good. It's healthy.
Mm-hmm. Keeps
Why?
your life interesting.
Oh, does it?
And it definitely helps with the jungle fever that I have.
Jungle fever?
Yeah, I get a little jungle fever. You know what I mean?
How's it affected the way you eat?
I eat very well.
You eat very well.
I eat a lot of grease, a lot of meat.
Yeah.
A lot of sweets.
Yeah.
Wasn't really a sweets guy, but I eat a lot of sweets now.
Yeah.
Always full.
Mhm.
Always full.
Period. Period.
Oh, and flavor. Lots of flavor. Tons of flavor. Seasoned. The way things should be seasoned.
Uh-huh.
If you ain't sneezing, it ain't seasoned.
I taught him that, y'all. I taught him that. What else? Are we needy?
No. No, you ain't needy. Sometimes you are, but I think that's everybody.
Okay. All right. Well, how would you say your life has been affected since you started dating a woman of
I
color?
got swag. I got aura.
You got swag?
I got aura.
You got aura?
I mean, I have swag. I definitely have swag. But I got more now. And I definitely got that aura. I'm aura formed. You feel me?
I'm weak. All right. Is there anything else you want to tell the world about dating a black woman?
Just give it a shot. Don't be scared. Don't be all feared up. Just give it a whirl. Try it out.
Did you bag me or did I bag you?
Oh, I bagged you. There's no doubt about it.
Well, as you can see, you got to learn, you know what I'm saying, like when she first asked him, you know, would it feel like dating a black person, you could see he was shy at first, like, you know, quite embarrassed, didn't want to answer the question or whatever, but now after a while he got comfortable of just falling into himself. So that's something also that, you know, I find that a lot of people who are in interracial relationship have to deal with. You know, sometimes certain questions make them uncomfortable until they loosen up, you know what I'm saying? And it's a difference between the black woman and the white man, you know what I'm saying, when they get into a relationship and stuff like that. Sometimes I hear a lot of people say that it's much more easier and much more tolerable, you know what I'm saying, than a black man with a white woman, you know what I'm saying. It's like they're always saying that the black man will ever go seek, a relationship outside of his race. Let me know what you think in the comment section if you think that it's true that a black man would always tend to go seek a relationship outside of his black race. While a black woman would be more reserved and try to stick with her race until I guess she decide that she wanted to try somebody of a different race. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, my people, let me know what you think about that in the comment section, and let's check out this other clippings.
I think being a black woman and being with you as a white man, that really exacerbated my feeling of having to be on all the time, because I've only been with black men, really. The men that I grew up with, even if I didn't date them, they were a certain type of guy, like a tough guy.
Yeah.
A hard guy. What'd you say to me, bitch? Kind of guy. Because you're not like that. I felt like I had to adopt those hyper masculine traits, and that put me in a place where I felt like I had to be hard for myself, for my own protection, because you weren't hard to the world. And that wasn't something that computed to me. And I think that being with you made me feel like I had to be even more hard, because it's like, you're not going to notice when I walk into a place and I'm getting looks because I'm black, or you might not notice all the microaggressions.
Over time, that's something I'm definitely aware of, and making sure that you feel comfortable in those situations. And if, we need to leave, or if we need to get out of a situation because you're feeling uncomfortable, like, I'm totally open to that. Just being more aware in that sense. That took some time.
See, one of the things about an interracial relationship is who's going to show the strength and who's going to be on the weaker side. That's what the young lady just said. At times she feel like she had to be strong. She had to bring out that aggression that she may not see, she did not see in him. And I'm saying, so it seemed like he had a little weakness as far as that is concerned. And coming from her black cultural background, she feel like she had to be more aggressive in certain situations. And that's quite understandable, because knowing and where we come from and have to deal with all type of issues and stuff like that, and this is another issue that you have to deal with, you're gonna have to know how to deal with it. So this is some of the things that some of these relationships go through, and they just have to deal with it. Let me know what you think about this situation in the comment section below.
White guys with black girls.
So this creator is wondering why he's seeing more white men with black women in recent years. As a black woman who's also done a lot of research, I can provide you with a few reasons. Now, let me make a disclaimer. I love my black men. I ride with y'all, power to the people. But let me just say this. Not every black man is created equally. Some of y'all appreciate black women. A lot of y'all don't. Some of y'all grew up with trauma. Some of y'all want to work on it. A lot of y'all don't. Some of y'all are ambitious. Many of y'all are not. And while the majority of black men do marry black women, black men date outside of the race more than all the other races combined. Whereas black women try to hold y'all down and try and desire to be with a black man. Now, where do the white men come in? Well, did you know that white men and black women, when married, stay together significantly longer than the reversed, which is the black man with the white woman? Why? When a black woman dates a white man, a lot of the reasons are going to be his character, who he is as a person. It's rooted in an actual connection that goes beyond the surface. Whereas when a black man, a lot of the time, dates white women and wants to date women outside of the black race, it is due to usually a sense of lack, a sense of self-hate. I've also heard that a lot of black women who are in corporate America are surrounded by white men, and in terms of dating, because they're in proximity, do end up with a white man. I've also heard many accounts of white men saying they like black women for their directness, their bluntness, their power. Whereas unfortunately, a lot of black men do not love these things. Love is love, y'all, and do what makes you happy. For my black women out there, don't discriminate, because the black men are not discriminating.
So I'm going to speak from experience, and I'm also going to speak from observation. So here we go. Black women, just due to our own socialization, we have to have an awareness for the world, because we have to figure out how we're safe, how we can survive in this world. And that expands our worldview as black women. White men socialize themselves to not see the world completely because they're white and they're male, and so therefore they have the power dynamic. Well, black women bring that awareness that white men don't have. That awareness can make them more empathetic, more compassionate, more aware of sort of the damage that white socialization has, and also the power structures at beat. Bringing awareness, bringing that compassion, that empathy to a white man kind of enhances his life because he can be a wholer person. And when you're a whole person, you feel more enhanced in yourself. You feel better in yourself. So I feel like black women bring more wholeness to white men, and actually they appreciate that and they tend to stay in those relationships. Secondly, white men, due to the opportunities, again, that white socialization has, they tend to make more money. They tend to have more safety and security just by being white in the Western world. I feel like as a black woman, you take on that sort of wealth of opportunity. You take on that wealth of safety that they have. So it actually benefits black women as well. And usually what I see is that when black women tend to date white men, they don't tend to date them because they're white. They tend to date them because they're being treated well by them, which means white men have to come with some level of empathy and compassion even before they get into that relationship, because as a partner to a black woman, you kind of have to take on our own emotional labor. Just living in the world as a black woman, you kind of have to deal with the fact that we don't get paid as much. We get treated worse by everyone, you know? So usually you're already dealing with someone who's a little bit more whole, and black women are already dealing with someone who kind of cares for them. So they tend to get into these relationships for the right reasons, not because the black woman is black, not because the white man is white.
Well, if you've truly enjoyed this video and appreciate this video so far, please do remember to give this video a thumbs up. Please do remember to give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube could push this video out to more people such as yourself and it gets into the algorithm. So, you know, regardless of what you want to think about a interracial relationship, interracial marriage, you see where it do comes with pros and cons. It do comes with feelings. It do comes with learning, you know what I'm saying, what other people may have to say about your relationship, whether it's your family or friends or whoever. Just some stranger you might be walking past in the street and see an interracial relationship couple walking down the street and just have something to say. Like I said, it's not something that's accepted by a lot, but accepted by many. And in 2025, it's not so far as looked at as something that, you know, with a stigma, like when, you know, in the early days and stuff like that. So, you know what I'm saying, as long as we understand that, as long as two people love each other and could get along with each other regardless of race or creed or color, you know what I'm saying, then that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying, my people. But let's take a listen what Dr. Umar Johnson has to say about this specific topic at an earlier time.
Issue with a black man such as myself, if I know that I'm going to end up with a black woman and have black kids, what's the issue with dating a Sarah or a Jennifer just for a little bit?
When the vegetarian goes into the supermarket, you don't think they mouth waters at them ribs, that chicken, them shrimp, them deviled eggs, that mac and cheese, the greens with the turkey juice? They want some. But why don't they? Because it's not in the best interest of my health So even if you recognize a white woman may be attractive, it's not within the best interest of the long-term health of the black community for you to marry her, date her, cohabitate. Because even if you date her, what are you sending? What is the message you're sending to all the beautiful young African girls, queens, and princesses in the community? I'm not good enough. You see that? So even in the dating, you're projecting negative energy to the women in your community. Now you say, oh, I just want to have sex with her, have some fun. Well, you better be careful with that, because one phone call and you'll be the next Jonathan Majors. It does not benefit you to go outside of your race. And it definitely doesn't benefit the community. And if we look at this from economics, because ultimately marriage is about economics, right? Mm-hmm. When you die, all of your wealth is going over to that woman. Women live longer than men on average. So whoever you marry, black or white, she's likely to outlive you. It doesn't happen all the time, but in the general average, it does. You're going to leave all this money to this non-African woman, Kobe Bryant, Marvelous Marvin Hagler, right? And we can go on. And these women ain't thinking about putting none of that money back in the black community. Why would you take from us who need so much and give to a group who have already stolen enough? Financially speaking, interracial dating, marriage is financial betrayal to the black community. You are literally stealing from your people and giving it to your oppressor. It's absolutely unacceptable. And what black men don't understand in the dating game is the reason why so many Caucasian women are willing to be seen with black men, even though they don't like black people, is because you are a fetish for her, and you're the only man she can exercise control over. The white woman ain't ruling a white man. On average, the white woman does not control the white man. She knows that because he runs the society. But a black man, oh, I can control him even if he make more money than me. Remember a couple years ago, Ezekiel Elliott and his girlfriend on the Dallas Cowboys? They got into a little whatever in the house, and he taped her. She said, call the police. You still black. Yeah, you Ezekiel Elliott, but I'm a white woman. She told him to his face, I'm a white woman. Jonathan Majors white. She said the same thing. You're black. I'm white. It don't matter. You the big superstar. I will destroy you. Look at what they did to Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby is the most successful black media personality in modern history. He opened up the door for everybody. No Bill Cosby, no Eddie Murphy, no Cat Williams, no Steve Harvey, none of them. Bill Cosby opened up the door for Richard Pryor, who's the GOAT. You understand me? Look what they did. Look what white women did to Bill Cosby. Money is not power. Status is not power. Power is power, and power comes from the group. And guess what? My people, they own the courts, they own the cops, they own the banks, they own everything. Do me dirty, I'll destroy your career. Look at Tiger Woods. That white woman divorced Tiger Woods. She took $1 billion of his estate. She was a nanny. Tiger Woods' ex-wife was a nanny. She a billionaire now off that Negro. That's why he can't win no more, because he keep thinking about the $1 billion.
That was a hell of a play on her part.
And why do we keep getting played? And do you know why we can't leave the bunnies alone? See, when you say she's attractive, she might be attractive, right? You got some Caucasians who look like sisters. 5'5" thick in the thighs, right? But guess what? Can you really isolate your nuanced attraction for this white woman from the inferiority you've been made to feel your whole life? Can you really separate your nuanced attraction for this white woman from the fact that you have this yearning to be equal, and you see in her, and you see in a relationship with her, the possibility of maybe the white man looking at me a little bit more different? An oppressed person can never separate the consequences of the oppression from any decision they make. From the house you buy, the car you drive, the women you marry, your oppression is always operating somewhere within the periphery.
So you have heard everything that Dr. Umar Johnson had to say. So whether you agree with him or disagree with him, it's neither here or there. The thing is, we just got to be able to understand what the complexity is about this type of, relationship. And like I said, some people will agree with it, some people may not agree with it. Like I said, based on, how one was raised religiously, that'll be a factor. Based on your culture, will be a factor. It's just so much complexity that people will always have something to say, whether it's positive or negative. it comes with the territory. And if in such a relationship, then you guys to be able to can deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, you gonna have your friends saying some things, whether it's good or bad. If they agree with it, they don't agree with it. Likewise, your family members, and likewise, strangers in the streets. You know what I'm saying? It's just something that, you know, people who are in these type of relationship have to deal with. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. But if you ever enjoyed this video, my viewers and subscribers, let me know in the comment section. And please do remember to give this video a thumbs up, like I say, so YouTube could push this video out there to more people such as yourself. And if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, do remember to hit that subscribe button. And thank you for watching Jamaica Vibes Entertainment TV. So until the next video, my people,